We are in agreement that this is a shock. We're doing a lot of effort to overcome it as quickly as possible so we don't lose more seasons. We're making sure to send the right signals to the international community that our country is safe. There is a negative impact, no doubt, but we hope that we make it as short-lived as possible.
You had the bar set rather high going back to the autumn, 5 to 5.5% growth. You've recalculated lower. Is this primarily because of the tourism receipts going down?
That is one factor indeed. But like we have negative factors such as the tourism that you just mentioned, we have other positive factors such as the continuation of the mega projects that we're having, the continuation of closing our energy deficit, the continuation of closing our infrastructure gap. All these spendings also have a positive multiplier impact on other feeding industries. So our expectations that we're still on a relatively high growth rates of around 4.25, but these do not actually meet or match our earlier hopes to go north of 5%.
But we look at the benchmark of the Egyptian pound against the dollar. With the Fed in this cycle having raised interest rates, does it put additional pressure on your currency and trying to manage the turbulence in emerging markets with capital flight leaving the emerging market arena?
Look, when you have quite fluid circumstances, you have to have a dynamic policy reaction to it. I don't see any problem with what's happening, and we can reverse course when things go in a different direction.
It seems that President El-Sisi is making sure and almost cracking down like never before when it comes to security. How does this impact foreign direct investment going forward? Is this something investors want, or does it raise alarm bells that it hasn't stabilized to date in Egypt?
What do you expect? If you are in a region that is quite turbulent and your borders are not safe because of what's ongoing left and right, so you have to be very firm and without hesitation that you want to protect the borders, you want to protect the people, you want to protect the infrastructure, you want to protect the economy, you want to protect the country. So that's not a question of any hesitation.
This is not an overreaction from what you see today. Why so many questions coming from the outside? Why the crackdown at this sort of level, sir?
You have terrorism surrounding you, and you have terrorism that is affecting you from inside. What would you do in your own country?
This is welcomed in the country. You think it's necessary, is what you're saying, as finance minister at this stage, to take this position?
I think the entire international community has got alerted that that what Egypt has been doing in its fight against terrorism is quite right, and you have many signals that even in the Security Council that Egypt now is heading the Committee on Security.